My name's Arnold Hoel. I was an E4, which is BT3. Worked as a boiler technician. Food was great. I really enjoyed the food. They really knew how to put it together. You know, you hear all these stories, especially from the Army and the Marines, about how bad the food is. But on board ship, we had good food. We had really good food. They had a big variety of it. They had desserts every meal. They had several choices. And they gave us 4 meals a day instead of 3. You had what they call mid-rats. You know, if you was going on watch at midnight, you'd get a snack. You know, when the holidays would come around, they can have turkey and all the fixings. My favorite breakfast food, they made this rice and raisin cereal that was more like a rice pudding that was fabulous. I would love to have the recipe to make it. I was one of these guys that couldn't stay out of trouble. So when I did get out, which I originally was going to stay in for 20, but I just couldn't stay out of trouble long enough to. And I had, when they would do the quarterly reports, you could accumulate up to a 4.0 on the way they did it. And I had a chief one time that said, Arnold, you could stay in for 20 years and you wouldn't accumulate a total of 4.0. And he says, I never seen somebody that would rather take captain's mess than a few hours extra duty. And you're crazy. They had kangaroo court one time where I don't remember what I did, and they were going to give me 10 hours extra duty. And I says, I'd rather go to captain's mess and get 30 days in the brig than do 10 hours extra duty for the division. And the chief, he slammed down the book and yelled and screamed and stomped up and down. He says, I'm going to give you that captain's mast. So I went to captain's mast and I got a slap on the wrist. Told him next time, don't waste this time and take the extra duty. So, I left the ship in San Francisco when we was in dry docks in December '66. And the the chief engineer rode, and the regular chief, rode on the plane with me trying to talk me into shipping over all the way from San Francisco to LA. And they didn't like it because they couldn't talk me into it. I went to work for McDonnell Douglas, got in a training program for machinists, and went through a training program for about 6 months. And then when I got out, they were so satisfied with my work, they put me in R&D, which I got involved with the Nike missiles and the Ford Delta program, and I experimental machinist for the new planes that came out. Did the R&D work on the F-15 and the F-18, and did some special projects on one-of-a-kind planes, and did the R&D work for the Tomahawk missiles, which is in use on most of our ships now.